Alright, the time has begun, so they should start.
Ooh, the tie. That's always so stressful.
Oh boy. What do you usually do? I usually just keep picking the same thing. Yup, there we go. Hultzsch got rewarded for doing that.
Yeah, always pick rock.
Always pick rock. Alright, so Hultzsch is gonna go first. Let's see if he opens a good hand.
Normal summons a Neftibus.
So yeah, Hultzsch is playing water. Surprise!
Yeah. I've actually seen this deck, this format. I don't know much about it. See how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, Legend says you haven't read water cards since what, 2014?
Yeah.
Basically, you know, Neptibus is a good card because it gives you a lot of advantage, and then Minstrel is a good card because it shows your opponent's hand, gets rid of a hand trap, and then you just add a tuner, and then you summon Fibrax, and then you make VFD, and you just go from there.
Yeah, summoning VFD is always pretty strong.
Obviously it depends on what Patrick is playing here, because honestly VFD isn't that great against some decks, but I guess decks like Dinosaur, Adamancipator, it can just cause them to pass their turn, which is really strong.
Oh, this immediately scoops.
Yeah, that's very fair, to be honest. I mean, if he didn't open any hand traps, he probably just doesn't want to show Alexander Hultzsch what he's playing, right? So
yeah, just no reason to. You lose no matter what.
So
yeah, it makes a lot of
now.
sense.
Remember how we said this game isn't gonna take so long?
Yeah. I don't know, I thought we'd get to see water combos, but maybe not. Maybe game 3 he'll get the combo.
Perhaps. I mean, game 3 you just play it out regardless, right? Might as well.
Yeah, might as well. I never play games out, but I think most people do.
Fair enough, yeah. I mean, I like to always think that my opponent just would make a mistake that would cost them the game at some point.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, so if you're Hultzsch here, what do you assume your opponent is playing?
Well, it's already round 3, so he might already know what his opponent's playing. It's always a possibility in the later rounds.
That's very fair, yeah.
Yeah, I think cards like... Because there's so many... Like, every deck summons Fiber right now, pretty much. So I think you're pretty safe to put in hand traps.
Yeah, unless it's like something like Altergeist, you know?
Yeah, but... Then you're playing versus Altergeist.
His opponent is thinking here. Patrick. Let's see what he does.
It's always weird when your opponent types that they're thinking. They either have a really crazy hand or a really bad hand.
That is very true, yeah. Alright, so he summons Medalce Petting Sister. Doesn't use the effect, so he's not playing Medalce, he's playing Adamancipator.
Yeah. It's looking like a solid hand.
That's ooh, a very interesting line of play here. He opts to start with the petting to play around stuff like Ogre and Gamma, I assume. And then he also just normal summons Analyzer and special summons Seeker immediately, so that way he can just summon as many monsters on the field as possible to play around as many hand traps as possible. However, like, if Hultzsch has like a combination of Nibiru and something, this could be very punishing.
Oof. Gets Tackle Crusader. It's not what you want, but still a rock. Still solid.
I don't know if I would summon it here personally. I don't think I would.
Yeah, I can definitely see not summoning it.
Yeah, I wouldn't summon it, to be honest.
Yeah, so if he doesn't hit the Guardian here, he's losing. Oh, he hits the Guardian.
Alright, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want here.
It is, however, this is still quite risky, honestly.
Guess we'll see if he has maybe Impermanence and the Nibiru, or Valor and Nibiru.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe Mourner Nibiru as well. Would be crazy.
Oh, he might have it if he's thinking on this.
Summons Gallant Granite. So if the Gallant Granite resolves, it's gonna be pretty hard for, Patrick not to win this game, right? Because Block Dragon Axis is just so strong.
Yeah, if you get the Black Dragon, most hand traps don't matter. You need like a combination of multiple hand traps. Oh, targeting the Guardian.
He is claiming that he has something on the summon of the Guardian. He did say that he was thinking when the Guardian was summoned, but his opponent ignored him and summoned Granite anyways. So I'm inclined to say that he should be allowed to respond to the Guardian effect. The Guardian summon, rather.
Yeah, that's really weird. Oh, so
boy.
he might actually have the Impermanence Nibiru.
Oh boy, this is something. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
that's always
see if it
stressful
comes
to see.
down. There's no reason for you to Imperm Guardian unless you have Nibiru, right? Because, well, why else wouldn't you? Why else would you do that?
Yeah, I think he has to have Nibiru here.
This might actually just be a really, really fast game. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. Could have something like Ash Valor if he just wants to get it out of the way. That's a bit weird.
Not sure if I agree with that, to be honest, but yeah, could be. There is still just the chance that Patrick anyway, opened a Block Dragon, so...
Yeah, if you just open the Black Dragon,
yeah,
the Nibiru doesn't really matter here.
It's true. So, really just depends, I suppose. Patrick opts to go for Fibrax here? Yeah, alright.
Yeah, he might have just opened it so he's not making the Gallant Granite.
Hultzsch allows the Fibrax to go through.
He does have it.
Do you agree with using Nibiru on this spot? I'm not sure.
I think it's a really weird time to use it. Because I'm getting the O-line token is actually really relevant.
Yeah, especially if he has Block Dragon, right?
Yeah. I think you always assume he has Black Dragon here, so he doesn't make the Granite. If Patrick has Block Dragon here, it's gonna be very bad for Hultzsch. I think he'd get punished, but regardless of that, I don't really think it would change that much, realistically speaking. If you have Block Dragon, you still just combo regardless. Yeah, the only good thing for him is he's already used the Seeker effect, so he'll only be getting off Researcher.
But then he also just makes Raptite, so it's not like his snowballing options are completely out of the way. He still has a lot that he can do.
Yeah, for sure. Just marking which token is which.
That's very fair, honestly. It can come up very important.
Yeah, it matters a lot. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. He just makes Link Spider.
Mm-hmm. He makes Link Spider here, which means that he does probably have Block Dragon, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, what a hand. That was a really, really good hand.
Yeah, he opened extremely solid. That's exactly what you want to see.
I mean, the way he started out his turn was questionable, I think, but otherwise it's fine, I think. Yeah, he gets really rewarded if he's playing Cerberus now.
Yeah, I would definitely assume he's playing Cerberus. I would hope it's pretty
Right?
standard by this point.
And like, he also just made Link Spider, so I mean, it would make sense, right? Like, that's the only reason he would make Link Spider here. Yep, there we go. He's opting not to use Cerberus.
So he probably has something really good in hand. I'd hope so.
I mean, I think that's the only reason you would not use Cerberus's effect here. However, not getting rid of the body can be pretty punishing sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. Like the Nibiru just clears all your negates if it has to.
Mm-hmm. That's something you wouldn't expect
Oh.
that would be so good.
You have the Gigantes in hand.
Fair enough. I mean, you wouldn't want to get rid of the Gigantes, right? Yeah, I understand it. Did
I
he
don't know about
search the
that, actually.
Weeping Idol of Block Dragon? I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're playing the Weeping Idol, I don't think the Gigantes matters too much.
Mm,
If you weren't, I can see keeping it, but I think clearing the Nibiru is too valuable.
yeah, clearing the Nibiru is very important, I think. So maybe he just doesn't play Weeping Idol, or he's added it out or something. I
No,
mean,
he added it.
he added it. All right.
Yeah.
Then I think discarding the Gigantes just makes sense then, right? Surely, unless he plans on just making Dragite here.
No, I actually think Raptite might be stronger than, or I guess not.
It could be. Yeah, I can
Hits it
definitely
too.
see why you would think that.
Yeah, I don't think Raptite's too bad in this matchup.
Mm-hmm. He's also playing Called by the Grave. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, I think just all of the hand traps that Called by the Grave stops, you already played through pretty easily.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Like, I think if the Called by the Grave is just like another extender, you play through Ash or Valor anyways.
Mm-hmm. Are you then a fan of like something like Exchange, or do you just think you don't need to play any cards that stop hand traps?
Yeah, I definitely prefer just playing more extenders.
Mm-hmm.
Just trying to put through the hand traps. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So I think if your hand's just like 4 extenders, you play through every hand trap anyways.
Mm-hmm. It's quite true. I mean, you don't really play through every hand trap depending on how many they have, but like the chances of them having like even 3 hand traps is so low.
Yeah, it just almost never happens.
Like the chances of them opening 3 hand traps is almost like half the chances of you seeing Block Dragon if you're playing 3 Block Dragon and Foolish, which is just like super favorable for you.
So he does eventually clear the Nibiru, just Unicorn instead.
I guess I can understand why he would be doing this. I mean,
Yeah.
all right. I was thinking he could just summon the Weeping Idol here and make Herald, because like Herald is really strong in this matchup. But
Yeah, Herald is like water just can't play through Herald.
they summon Neptune.
And a lot of their normal summons can't even attack over it.
That's true. Nothing is bigger than Herald. Nothing is bigger than IP either. Like the deck just is so weak when it comes to normal summons.
Yeah. Like you do have normal summons, but you don't want to normal summon those cards. Like you never
Yeah,
want to
like-
be normal summoning Dragoons.
Exactly.
So even if they do normal summon Dragoons attack over Herald, that's so much value for you.
Yep. And you can't use Neptibus under Herald. Your Diva does nothing because the Neptibus you get off Diva if the Diva doesn't get negated also does nothing. You can't use Teus in hand. I think you can still use Minstrel, but like if you use Minstrel, the 2 cards that you discard get banished, and then you don't get to trigger Dragoons if you discard because Dragoons has to go to the graveyard, right?
Yeah. Oh, it
So I
makes a
think
union here.
Okay, so this is why he didn't make Herald. He's opting for the Buster Lock here, so I understand that, I think. Right, he ends his turn, reveals the Weeping Idol to protect his Guardian, and it's time for Hultzsch to play. Do you think Water can break this board?
Honestly, I don't really know. I don't know too much about Water, but this is a really strong board.
Alright, I'll tell you something.
Yeah?
I'll tell you something really interesting. So if Hultzsch plays like multiple copies of Heavy Infantry, this is definitely optimal.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Is Heavy so strong versus a board like this?
Yeah, but it really just depends on how many copies he's opting to play.
Even something like Gamma Seal. Oh, and he scoops it up.
Alright, so we are going to game 3. Our prediction turned out to be true. This is a very fast game.
Yeah.
Hultzsch will probably go first here, and I definitely think he's favored simply because his engine outs hand traps on their own.
Yeah, I can definitely see him winning this game.
And VFD is just
combo mirrors go.
FTK.
Yeah, Rock just can't play Drew VFD.
Very true. I guess it's a matter of, let's see if Patrick gets rewarded for his siding options / hand trap options.
But hand traps even really stop the Mermail deck. Just
So
drawing multiple.
drawing multiple is honestly not even that good sometimes because some people play the Crusadia Arborea, so like even if you draw 2 hand traps, Minstrel clears one, and then Herald will stop the other, and you just resolve VFD anyways.
Makes a lot of sense. That's kind of the problem with the format right now. Is you want to play hand traps, there's so many combo decks, and the combo decks play your hand traps so well.
It's very true. If Patrick is playing something like Dark Cooler no more, he's also just gonna get punished for doing that because VFD doesn't care about that card.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so the water player obviously likes to go first here.
Yeah, pretty unsurprising.
I mean, water isn't known for being the most consistent deck, but as I said that, Hultzsch dropped an Neptibus, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll see. He might just scoop again.
I mean, you still play out game 3 no matter what, I think. And like something Mermail infamously struggles with is follow-up, right? So
yeah. That's the problem with a lot of VFD decks right now. Even the Rocket deck.
Rocket decks in general struggle with follow-up, trust me, I would know. Anyways, he's going for the Lapis Dragon here, which means he's going for the Hulky Firebrax play. He did not search Minstrel, which means he probably just hard drew it, right? There is no way you don't. Yeah, there we go.
And he did.
Yep.
Oh, and he is. Yeah, this game is looking really good.
Yeah. Views his opponent's hand. We'll see what he gets to take out. Typically, if they have multiple hand traps, you just take out like Nibiru if that's one of them, because that's like the worst one. That's like the best one against your deck. Let's see. Alright, so he clicks on a card, and he banishes the Doki.
So he must not have any hand traps.
Yeah, well, that's really unfortunate for Patrick. This probably means Hultzsch just wins the game.
Yeah, I mean, let's see water combo off.
Searches the Mullen Glacier as well, which will like stop Patrick from starting his turn with good cards. He just we see the DD Designator. Wow, what is this?
I was hoping we'd see that. I saw it in his side deck. I really wanted to see him play it.
Jesus, what is this?
Yeah, so it looks like he's gonna hand loop him for 4 cards.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, I think I can understand the idea behind playing a card like that, because like if you open your engine, DD Designator just becomes another hand loop card that also just can out hand traps. It's definitely better than Exchange or Called by the Grave in a deck like this, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Because you can see your opponent's hand. So strong.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty deadly for Patrick here. I mean, I don't see a world where he ends up somehow winning this game.
Yeah, this is not looking good at all.
It's the Pancratops, the Guardian. Honestly, do you even play this out? I mean, I did say you should play out game 3, but do you play this out?
Hey, we get to see what water does, so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, the deck is like just like any other combo deck. Summons Fibrax, abuses Auroradon, just goes from there. Yep, we do see the Gardener's Meaning coming down here, which means he's opting to summon VFD and draw 2 cards in the process. It's just so powerful. Alright, so he passes on a board of Tricking of All Calamities and Mullen Glacier. In the end phase, the Doki Doki comes back, so not that it matters, but Patrick's gonna start his turn with 3 cards.
Yeah, we'll see. He doesn't have any known follow-up, so technically, if he drew 4 dead cards, there's a chance for this rock player to come back.
I mean, I wouldn't say that that's unlikely. However, VFD isn't just for 1 turn; it's for 2 turns. So.
Yeah, we need him to miss a few draws. But the chance is there. We'll see. Plays it out or not.
There's something really funny I just realized. If you do end up resolving the VFD combo and you end up drawing it to additional copies of DD Designator, you just hand loop your opponent entirely.
Yeah.
So Patrick Sept 1 and passes. It's honestly very unlikely that he can recover from this, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, he comes down the Minstrel, which isn't like looking good for Patrick. Right, get sort of the Researcher. It comes back in the end phase though, so not that it matters a whole lot.
He does have the Diva.
Yeah, this is probably game. I mean, the water deck should be playing Access Code, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that set card could be. I could win him this game.
Yeah. It shouldn't matter, honestly. as per the link summon, probably Hulky Firebrax. Yep.
Yeah, he'd probably just bring access code, and that's the game.
Sounds about right. I mean, just link climb into Unicorn and then make access code. Right, so the Unicorn comes down.
Yeah, it should be
Spins
a
the
Unicorn.
back row, summons access code in this attack. It doesn't even need to summon access code, it's a game on board
Go
regardless.
straight for it.
Yep, the game is over. Waters currently in a team that has a 2-0 record, on its way to a 3-0 record. We
Yeah,
obviously...
the deck looked really strong there.
Yeah, I mean, the deck is pretty powerful when it opens its starters. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's opening the
always
starters.
open. Yeah, more or less. Since this finished pretty quickly, we'll probably try to find another feature match for you guys to watch. But before we do, I'd just like to take this moment to thank our sponsors, Patriot Games, a UK store with some phenomenal custom services, including custom printed playmats, Card Market, Europe's largest site for TCG buys, sales, and trading, and the GOAT Cards, epic UK vendor with insane prices and a very strong eBay store. We appreciate them for sponsoring us, and we will be back soon with hopefully a second feature match for round 3 of the 3v3 YOS, so stay tuned.